Sharks. My name is Brian Lim. I'm the founder and CEO of Emazing Lights. Today we're asking for $650,000 for 5% of our company.
Wow.
The latest dance craze called gloving. We're going to be borrowing your heart for this performance, if you can find it.
Face melt.
Cool.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Oh, very cool. Like, we're gonna get to the rest of the pitch here in a second. I mean, this reminds. What was it? Taylor Swift had some finger performers in what was it, in Shake It Off, right? So here we are in what year was this? Was season 6, episode 22. So it was probably like 2014. So it's a thing that we're it has been around, and then adding light to the gloves or to the fingers enables it to do something different. I feel like it didn't come off really that well here. I feel like they didn't do a great job in the video. Maybe it was cooler in person, but I feel like it's one of those things where you got to be like really close to the hands to make it look like something, right? Like that. That's nothing. I twirl pens, all right? That's what I do. And if anybody asks why, hey, it's because I grew up and watched Top Gun. And if you don't know, you don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to check out the website, social media, and all that at the end, as well as feature one of your comments from down below in the super community at the end of the video.
Thank you for the performance, guys. Sharks, it's your turn to join the gloving movement. Gummy, could you please give back Mr. Wonderful's heart? He might be needing it.
Thank you. Oh, I feel warm and fuzzy.
Lila is going to be handing out your own personalized E-Light Chroma glove sets.
Hopefully
Brian,
I feel warm and
does
fuzzy
ours
enough
change
for...
colors?
If you move it, Robert, you'll see your colors.
Oh, wow.
Yours
It's just
changes
white,
when
but
you
it
do
changes.
this?
Yeah, so does yours.
Everyone's changes.
That's cool.
You can have up to 50 modes, and you can choose any of the 20 colors in any combination or order that you like. Sharks,
Their gloves do not look nearly as well fitted as his does. Like if you look, almost look kind of like broken finger kind of thing going on here versus, especially here.
Everyone's changes.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
cool.
well, Mr. Wonderful looks like he actually fit inside of his gloves, but everybody else did not seem like they fit in it.
Sharks, gloving is already moving from a subculture to pop culture.
So, Brian, how big is gloving a market? Because you've imputed a value on gloving of $13 million, because you've asked me for $650,000 for 5%. That is a very big number, and I'm going to assume you have some incredible sales to get me excited about.
Since we started about 4 years ago, we've grossed over $13 million.
All right. Ding,
Wow.
ding.
In this calendar year, how much will you sell?
We're projected for 5.5 million. Gloves is our primary product. We've created some ancillary products with the patent pending technology that we have, but it actually gets better than that, Sharks. I've taken profits from Emazing Lights, which I bootstrapped with $100, and I've created another company called iHeart Raves. iHeart Raves caters to all the festival goers and provides all the awesome, wild apparel. iHeart Raves in 2013 made over $1.4 million, and this year we're on sale for $2.5 million.
And these two businesses you're selling together, right?
Yes,
So just to be clear, you're selling both, and it's $8 million in sales.
correct.
Whoa.
It's clever.
Now that is something we don't usually see. A lot of times it's the opposite. Like, oh, we have this other business that we're doing, but that's not part of this deal, and that's where the valuation came from, is that deal, not this deal that you are putting forward here. But look, Raves, especially because what year was season 6 out? I want to say it was 2012 or 2000. We're gonna figure this out real quick here. Season 6 was 2014. So yeah, so I mean we were definitely well into the EDM movement, and I should know as a well, DJ in a past life, and as somebody who has attended a few parties himself over the years, and all, it's to see the ramp up of EDM, go from, well, the 90s had a handful of songs that you could point to and be like, hey, there you go, there's EDM. And then, the early 2000s kind of having pushing away from it into like 2004, 5, 6, and just building and building and building and building. And even to today, but I think a lot of the peak has already happened, in the EDM scene, or at least there was a massive peak. It actually might seem like we're on our way back, ramping back up towards another peak. But it was 2010, right? 2010, 2011, 12, 13, and then even in 14. So, but festivals and stuffs are bigger now than ever. So I'm not trying to diminish like that, but I'm saying from the mainstream culture, it seems like we're heading towards another peak, which is like great. I wish I was in a peak back in 2004 to 2007, 8 when I was DJing the most.
What's your background?
My parents immigrated here to escape communism from China. Growing up and seeing them work 18-hour days really, really hurt me and just gave me that strong work ethic. And I didn't want to throw away what they had provided me in terms of an education in the U.S. Mark, just like you, where instead of selling garbage bags door to door, I was burning CDs and selling those. I'd always known I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Didn't really know what the product and service was going to be. Funny story, my girlfriend actually got me into gloving. I gave my first light show and I fell in love because I was attracting crowds of people around me. I've never had that feeling before, and I wanted to share that with the world.
So this is not
So burning CDs, that's a thing to admit on national TV forever and always. Sure, they were all legal. Sure. But hey, it's part of the desire to want to create, want to sell something, want to bring something to to people. And when you find that spark that really ignites your passion, not just in entrepreneurship but in business, and when that spark and the business can align, right, and it's like something that I enjoy doing, something I love bringing to other people, lighting up other people's faces with, and I can make money from it, all of a sudden it becomes a massive success for that person, for you, hopefully the super entrepreneur, to be able to bring that. So it's like you're not creating your own prison of like, yeah, I made a bunch of money, but I really don't love what I do. This really sucks. But I got to keep doing it because it's bringing in the money and I don't want to change what I'm doing at this point. That is something you definitely want to avoid. So always be looking to make it fun, and find the things that you really enjoy about it, and enjoy those aspects.
patented.
We have a patent pending, and that patent is primarily on the programming method of the lights.
So other people make gloves with lights.
Could make gloves with lights, but how many other people are?
We own 80% of the global gloving market. The rest of the market is made up of 4 or 5 of our competitors, and I guarantee you that they do not operate at the same level.
Amazing, I love the clap for entrepreneurs to go from $100 to, here you are. The challenge, though, is, and there's a very good chance that it's transient, that it's a fad. But you can make a lot of money by making something a niche.
Gloves range from $20 for the entry level all the way up to $120, which is the E-Light chromas that you guys have.
What is the difference between the $20 model and the $120?
Programmability, you can customize the colors to whatever you want. You can customize the mode.
What's your margin? What's it cost to make?
Margin, it ranges from $10 to $17.
Are you making this yourself?
Yes, we designed it, did all the tooling and prototyping overseas. We have great connections with over 20 factories.
All right, so that is some great margins, and I love the fact that he has, he's made it so that you have a basic model for people who wouldn't never spend $120, but you create something that enables people to say, "Ooh, I have this, but I would like to get this. Let me get in on the entry level." You're making you're making you know, pretty good margins if you're selling direct to consumer on the $20. Otherwise, not so great if you know, are selling it to, well, almost anybody, because you know your cost is 10. They're, you know, they're selling for retail at 20. It would have to be at least $40, like $35 to $40, like if they were selling at retail, just so that you could make $10, they can make 20, and they're going to sit on that inventory. So. But the 120 for, you know, for $17 cost is absolutely awesome. And as we've seen so often with software being the key, well, in this case it's probably the lights, but I mean a $7 cost increase, which is a lot, not when you're talking about $120 price point. But at $20, like I also feel like why stop at just the finger thing, right? Like why stop there? Why not go and go after the light sword market, you know, the bubble wand market, and like go after that, like if you're already there with it.
So strategically, what do you see next?
I am the most excited about the sport of gloving.
The sport?
It's become a professional sport. So International Gloving Championship has been developed by us. We've created the rules, we created the judges, we've created the format. They compete head to head.
What is the essence of the sport? Like, how do I win?
It's a performance. Whoever puts on the best performance, right?
Exactly.
Basically, this is breakdancing.
Breakdancing with a great product to fund it.
That you get to sell, yeah.
When breakdancing came out, this is basically the feel and the energy of that. It's an underground swell. There are crews, you know, against crews. There are fans.
Brian, you're creating your own industry.
Growing into hip hop and all other types of music. The bottom line is anyone that sees gloving thinks it's automatically cool. It's now my job to get it in front of millions of eyeballs, and I'm very, very confident that we can build gloving into a billion-dollar industry.
It's brilliant.
I mean, it's somebody who's watched a lot of America's Got Talent. You know, there's a lot of those light shows. They, you know, turn the lights off on the stage and you dress up in lights. Like, I feel like that's another opportunity, like a whole nother opportunity there to, like, okay, let's take your gloving to the next level and like let's design I don't know, like body armor or clothes that have, you know, neon lights baked into them that are programmable. I think that's the key, right? Anybody could take an LED strip and hook it up to a battery and like, hey, I got lights on me. But to have it like baked into the clothes, I think would be something.
Such a great idea. You went out and created a competition to create the demand for it. It's fantastic. Tell me, how do you sell the product today?
About 90% would be online. We have 2 retail stores ourselves, and we now have 3 licensed stores.
So now the goal is, if you're going to be a billion-dollar company, you have to expand regionally and really globally.
Japan is definitely a big market for us now. Australia is getting into it. I feel like I am the lid on our growth. I want to make sure that our hiring process keeps the bad people out, and I only bring in people that have a true passion for what we're doing.
He just said he wants to keep the bad people out there.
Hey, that's why I'm in my view, the transient nature of it has me a little nervous, but I can see someone here who's working his tail off, which is interesting. The diversity and the diversification of revenue streams is of interest to me because that diversifies risk. I'm going to loan you $650,000. I'm going to ask for 3% equity, but it'll give you the funds you need to grow.
Kevin, thank you so much for the offer.
He doesn't need $650,000 as a loan. Like, did you not listen to how many millions of dollars he's done just this year? I mean, and got great profit margin as long as he's selling more of the $120 models than the $20 models. I mean, you're still good profit margin, but you know, I don't know, if you got to offer free shipping, that cuts into that, et cetera, et cetera.
But I will have to decline.
Yeah, ding ding.
That is absolutely not why I'm here today. I'm looking to get one of you sharks on my team to help us with the day-to-day.
So you don't want to do any debt.
The day-to-day.
I've never gone out and looked for a loan for this company.
Okay, I'm out.
So why is the offer so small? Because if you want one of us to get out of bed in the morning to come work with you, why would we do that for 5%?
The 5% was because I'm not really looking for the money. I think you guys are the smartest business people on the planet. Why don't you guys tell me what percentage makes sense for you to jump into bed with us and grow this into $1 billion industry?
Well, I'll tell you right out the bat, anything over $300,000 is really hard to get, a shark on board. It's a lot of money that you're looking for an investment in. I mean, Mark's got a smile on his face right there, right? Because he's, okay, 5%. So he's looking to go up to maybe 10%, 20. They're probably, maybe somebody offers 20, and he's like, yeah, I'll give up 7. No, that ain't going to do it, right? Yeah, it's not a good. It's not turned into a good strategy, in my opinion.
I'm going to give you an offer. I want to help you with all the licensing. I can get you the Marvels of the world. I can get you into the Spencers and Party Cities if that's your objective, and the other brand extensions. I'll give you $650,000 for 20% of the licensing that I bring to you.
Wow.
Oh, not of the company.
So not
That
a
is not of
company.
your company.
But
I will go out and get you the licenses. I take 20%. I don't want any equity.
that's not even what he had. That's like the same thing as the loan that he was, offered by Kevin. Having somebody that's just going after the 20% for licensing, yeah, it'll help. But I think that's not a terrible deal at all. But that's not what Brian just said he wanted.
All right, Brian, look, you're the real deal, man. Like, you are probably one of the, if not the best entrepreneur we've ever had here. And I think you need some help with growth. Here's the offer that Lori and I want to make you. We want to help you. It's good to have two people.
In the trenches together.
Right? I think you got to license it. That's okay. But I don't think you need to give up 20% to license it. You can do that through the business. You can work out those deals.
20% of the license.
No, you can. Not that easy.
Brian, once you
here's
get
the
bigger, you can do better licensing deals than today. So why commit for that today? Lori and I would like to offer you $1 million for 8%.
Wow. That has got to be among the biggest offers that Robert or Lori have gone and offered. That's a lot to have to chew on there. Yeah, giving up 3% more, getting $1 million, and getting to work with both of them. That's pretty enticing.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. The 650 grand, right? 5%, and I'll be involved on the strategic side. We'll do a halftime with the Mavs. We'll turn down the lights. We'll let you do a performance so you can open up to Dallas. That's easy. And then Damon, as part of that, like he introduced earlier, is going to take responsibility for the licensing and earn a 20% commission for what he licensed. That's the offer.
Sports guy and the kind of music fashion guy who's going to work with you, or you have the queen of QVC and the security guy?
Wait a minute. I'm in retail everywhere and internationally.
Listen to me right now. I can get you into an arena. I work with Live Nation. We all do it. Lori and I want to be involved. We're going to change our offer. My friend, we want to be part of your team. $1 million for 5%.
5%. Whoa.
That's a serious offer.
Wow.
I'm going to say one thing.
Who would you hang out with?
Wait. No, wait. The one thing that you said was it wasn't about the money, right? It was about the experience, and it was about the guidance, and it was about the support. Right? They keep on responding based off the money.
No, that's crap.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
No, I mean, that Mark's trying to play it up. Yeah, I mean, going back, I mean, I said it too, right? That wasn't like Damon's original offer for 20% of the licensing was not what he's looking for. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean Damon wouldn't give him opportunity to work with him. But like, if it doesn't have to do with licensing, Damon ain't getting paid, so Damon ain't as interested in doing that. Especially since he's gonna have, his original offer he'd have 0% of it, so he's gonna get 2.5%, 650,000, and Damon's gonna take 20% of licensing still of what he brings in. Just writing notes. I don't know. I would look. I mean, right now, staying quiet might be the better of the two options, but I would try to counter back to Damon and Mark and say, well, I mean, they're offering $1 million. It's not about the money, but the offer's here, right? Money talks.
So you got to make a call, Brian.
I make a call to commercial break.
Brian, you've got to make a decision. 20 million valuation, 13 million. You understand the offers?
Yes, I do.
What are you going to do?
Oh, wow. That was like the most prolonged commercial break.
I hold true to it's not about the money. The valuation difference does not really matter to me right now. I'm looking at the non-cash value and what you guys can bring to the table. It's just very, very hard to deny Damon and the brands that you have built from the ground up. Lori, I've heard stories of your work ethic and it's just mind-blowing.
Brian, focus.
I know I would do very well with you guys. Mark, Damon, I would love to have you guys as my partner.
High five, baby! Yeah! Oh, there you go.
Lori's clapping. That's nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Unbelievable.
I gotta tell you, I hate losing that one.
I cannot believe what just happened in the tank. I mean, it's my wildest dream come true. I'm gonna get to work with Damon and Mark Cuban. I can't even imagine what my work week is gonna look like anymore. I'm so excited.
Well, that is one thing to look at for sure. So when I pull up their website, it did not load. But when I went and Googled it and went to Facebook, they had 16,122 reviews, 3.6 stars. Not the best star rating, but still closer to 4 than not. 441,000 people liking the Facebook page. As of January 9th of this year, it says I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I will just blow it up on the video so you can hopefully be able to read it yourself. But it looks like they're out of business at this point. We never truly recovered from gloving ban at major festivals in early 20. Wait, what? There was a. Wait, all right, we're going to read this then. In 2010, we started our business selling light gloves out of the trunk of a car. We wanted to create a company that embodied the magic we felt when giving and receiving light shows and share that with the entire world. We started as a small family business, and we were able to grow and see that vision come to life. It grew to something bigger than we ever thought it could be, and we are eternally grateful for that. However, we've encountered more challenges than we ever anticipated. We never truly recovered from the gloving ban at major festivals in the early 2010s, and after a global pandemic shutting down all gatherings from festivals to light show meetups, we've faced devastating company losses. After much deliberation, we regret to inform you that we made the difficult decision to close down the site. This journey would not have been possible without you or the amazing customers and community. We are beyond grateful to have been part of the light show movement. Thank you for supporting our visions, for sharing our light shows, joining our competitions, and spreading joy at festivals, light art, meetups, and beyond. Your support is what kept us going as long as we could. We know that gloving and flow arts community is so much bigger than our brand, and hope you all continue to spread joy and love that inspired us to start the journey 12 years ago. All recent orders placed will still be fulfilled, and our customer service team will still be available for any assistance. All remaining inventory can be purchased through iHeartRaves.com, our sister site, and select products available through Amazon. Festival fits on sale. So I guess they have clothes. Oh, okay. For, I guess it's like a clothing company that is their other company. Weird. I mean, it's not weird. It makes sense. They're into gloves and stuff like that. But here, they have their own store still up on Amazon, even though it's not available anymore. Which is, well, they have let's see, the LED Orbit available. I'm really, I think the thing I'm most curious about. Well, they sell their own batteries. That's That's an interesting aspect to it. Do they still have them? I can't click on them. Oh, they do. They do still have the batteries. $11.95 for 2450 batteries. And they have a few different sizes. It's interesting. They sell so many different sizes. I guess, you know, with all the different products they all have different types of batteries in them. But yeah, I'm really, really curious about that. Like, how did gloving get banned at festivals in the 2010s? That seems, I don't know. I can't imagine why that would need to be a thing. It's clothes with lights attached to it. I don't know. Anyway, Brian, I'd love to have you come on the show. Just drop a comment down below and we'll get that, you know, for an interview, and we'll make that happen. Like this one from, and I hope I'm saying it right, Zaid says, great video, Joe. Next video, you on Shark Tank. Yeah. Hey, you just never know. You just never know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it's not going to change my life one way or the other. So anyway, I appreciate you, Zay, for being a part of the super community. I'll see you in one of these 2 videos over here. Take care and go be super.